in South Bend, Indiana. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Payne. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
To the air, it's Craig. It's complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Gonna run it. It's Walker. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That's a 20. He's got space. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He might want another play. They'll run it. It's Payne. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Using his feet. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
And it's not a surprise on this first possession that they put the ball in the quarterback's hands and let him run it. This dude can fly. Palmer, I know it's the first possession, but sometimes it's hard to really understand how fast guys are until you see them on the field. It didn't look like they got it on that first possession.
No, David, we were talking to their defensive coaching staff this week, and they thought they had a good plan on paper to slow this guy down, but you're right, it's a different thing once you get out there on game day, and they're going to have to make some adjustments right now because you know this defense, I know it's early, but they're already reeling because of that guy's speed.
He'll bring it out. It's Porter. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Finding an escape. Here's a little room there. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
How many ways? I get it to my running back who's a baller in space. This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
Might as well give it to him again. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for space. It's Walton. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. It's a seam wide open. The 20. He's at the and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. When that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. To the air. It's Craig. Rushes on him. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Irish. Took it all the way back to the house.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll go to the counter. Got a little grass. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Scott. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Craig. He's going to let it go. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing down.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looks as if he's going to run it. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Scott. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Payne. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
Number 34, set to advance on the play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Mobley. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the ground, it's Walton. Turning it on! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years, and the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame, is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
On the snap, it's Walton. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game.
And he's just been so patient. He's following his blocks, letting it all develop in front of it, and then bursting through. And they were only in the first half.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Pulls and fired complete. And how easy was that for this offense? Tight end just wide open on the outside.
And Reese, one thing, I know this defense is concerned with all the speed offensively they've got at the wideout position, but you can't forget about the tight end. There's no way that guy should be that wide open on the perimeter of the field.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Scanning the field, it's Craig. Finds his man. At the 45 on his way. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, it's a really nice job by the quarterback that time, working through his progressions, because the running back was not the primary target on that play. You find the check down, though, and when you get it to that guy, if he's even got a little bit of room, he's got the wiggle and the speed, and he's going to make something really positive happen. He did right there.
Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is...
There's a crease. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Walton. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Working that left side now. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Sometimes when you play man coverage on the back, man, sometimes your eyes get lost and you start looking at the quarterback. He didn't lose vision on his man. He saw him break. He broke with him, broke on the football, and did a great job getting there and being physical and getting that guy on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to fire deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? DB's right up on the receivers. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Walton. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. Can't get him to the ground. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Carr to throw for it on 4th. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running inside, it's Payne. Makes a pass to Marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Horned Frogs have moved it inside the 20. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Craig. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And that one will give them the lead.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was good. Coming out with it, it's Mobley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They feed him again. Finding some room. And he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking and understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one, and that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. With the catch, it's Payne. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Pressure coming. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Dropping back, it's Craig. Finds the tight end. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
The Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Payne. They get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
The run inside. It's Payne. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Deadlocked here in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Craig. Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Walton. He finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. Got enough for the 1st. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Give to the single back. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. You can have an explosive all-purpose back, but this Irish line performing the way the great Aaron Taylor did back in the day to give them time for these big plays.
Yeah, and you could go down the list and name so many great offensive linemen at Notre Dame. Year after year, they put guys in the NFL, and they build a brand of physicality and make holes for guys like this, and that's why he's putting up so many big numbers. He's got a great group of big boys up front paving the way.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Push down for the tackle.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Runs through a tackle.
And wide receivers are doing this more and more in college football. You see them motion and shift all over the place. They give them the football a lot. Sometimes they use them as a decoy, but nice positive game. But more importantly, defense understanding they're ready for it. Good stop.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throwing, Carr. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Finds a crease at the 20. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Makes the grab. It's Payne. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running inside, it's Payne. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them...
Maybe a crease. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Horned Frogs answer right back. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Finds a little space. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you've now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He wants a big play here late. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. TCU calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fourth down, Carr. Here comes the heat. Slings it downfield. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. C.J. Carr firing again. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Here's Carr to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Irish punch back.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Craig. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.